Brothers, always follow your intuition. Always. I know listening to our five senses is very important. It is. We have the five senses for a reason. They're very important. They will protect us from the seen and unseen. But that sixth sense is your intuition, and you gotta listen to it. That's the spirit in you. That's the God in you, and that's gonna protect you when your five senses may betray you or fail you, uh, because your five senses can also be inspired or led by emotion, right? And that sixth sense, your intuition, the God in you, the spirit in you, is going to protect you when, like I said, your five senses may fail you or will fail you. Quick story. A few years ago, man, I would say mm, maybe, maybe 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I uh, I came into partnership with some ladies, with two ladies that I did not know, uh, over a club, a lounge, small lounge, nice, swanky, cozy, intimate lounge with a kitchen, um, nice space, nice square footage, nice patio. Uh, yeah, yeah, it was nice, man. It was nice. And I'm gonna tell you how this all began. Um, the wife and I, Yaya and I, used to go to this place. Man, I cannot remember the name of it. But anyway, we used to go to this restaurant and get the oxtail. It was a Jamaican restaurant, and we used to get the oxtail. And man, they had some of the best oxtail, very tender, braised just right, and man, the meat just would just fall off the bone. Man, we love these oxtail, and we would just go to this restaurant for the oxtail. Uh, on the weekends, I heard they would turn into like a club type environment, but we never went then. We always went like during the day or as soon as they opened to get the oxtail, and then we were out. Uh, we love the oxtail. Man, I actually put her on to the oxtail, and so that's why we would go to this restaurant. Now, we didn't go to this restaurant for some time at one point, maybe a year or so, maybe. Uh, but we decided, hey, we want some oxtail, so we're gonna go to the Jamaican spot. We went to the Jamaican spot. I had the oxtail, and it wasn't the same. Man, it wasn't tender. Didn't fall off the bone like it used to. Didn't have the same taste of gravy. It just was not the same. So man, I got with the waitress. I was like, man, what's up with the oxtail? They don't taste the same. And she said the ladies that used to cook, that used to be in the kitchen, they left. Man, they got their own place, and they're making oxtail over at their place. And so she was like, it's like a lounge slash club restaurant, and they're like 2 blocks away. So she gave me the address. I didn't go that night, but maybe the week later I went. Now the week later was New Year's Eve, so I told Yaya, I said, hey, let's go by this spot, check out their spot. It's a club lounge. It's New Year's Eve coming, and we can have the oxtail. Also, knock out two birds with one stone, right? Bring in the new year, have my oxtail, check out a new spot. Hey, why not, right? So we go, and we invite some friends with us too to bring in the new year. So it's me and Yaya and maybe 3 other couples. Uh, so we go. Not that many people there. Actually, it's the 4 couples, us 4 couples, and maybe 2 more people. 2 more patrons that show up. Like I said, it's a brand new spot. They don't have the clientele, the customer uh, base. I guess a lot of people don't know about it. But come to find out, they've been open like 6 months. So it was kind of shocking that no one was really there, man, all night. So, but we stayed and had a good time. Uh, Tipped them well. It was BYOB. Had the oxtail. It was good, man. Now, with my personality, man, I'm not the life of the party, but I guess it was obvious. I kind of arranged this gathering, and these people came because of me. I guess it was obvious. I don't know, but I'm not the life of the party. But for some reason, the ladies, or maybe it was the way I was just tipping for the mixers or the setups, because like I said, it was BYOB. We were not paying for drinks. Or maybe it was the cigars I was smoking. I don't know, but for some reason, one of the ladies, one of the two owners of the establishment, came up to me and said, and she did not know me, and said, I have a, what's the word? An offer. I don't want to say offer. It's another word. It's slipping my mind. But anyway, I have an offer for you. What do you think about owning this place? Now, as a youngster, man, before I was even old enough, I was in clubs and lounges, hole in the walls. It's always been a dream of mine to own a bar, lounge. Nothing big, just something intimate, right? I'm not big on crowds, but just something intimate. Smoking a cigar, but just something intimate. That's been a dream of mine. And here it is, an opportunity facing me. This lady just comes up to me and is like, what do you think about owning this place? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, what do you think about going into business with us? We've been checking you out. We like how you move. We like how you handle yourself. It's obvious, people will follow you to wherever you're at. What do you think about coming on board with us and joining us and running this place as an owner? And I was like, wow, I'm honored. And I said, let me think about it. So we exchanged numbers, man. The night went on and ended. And so I thought about it for about a week, discussed it with Yaya. Went back to the lady and said, hey, how much money would I have to invest? And she said, $5,000, and we worked out some other formalities within the business structure. I really can't remember what it was, but nothing absurd. Basic stuff. So I know a little bit about contracts, business contracts, especially with the clubbing scene. And so it was nothing outrageous. And so I said, well, let's do this. Before we make it official, let's run a couple events and see how they go and see if we really want to work together before we make it official. Okay? So this was a week after New Year's now. Valentine's Day is coming up, of course, in February. Man, I arranged a Valentine's Day party at this club, this lounge. Promoted it, man. Was on foot, face to face, hand to hand. This is when I first started really getting on Facebook because I had something to promote. I had a purpose on being on Facebook, and so got on Facebook, really promoted it. Man, ended up being a great event, man. Packed house. We made money. People got paid. Security got paid well. DJ got paid well. Now, granted, the DJ had never gotten paid before me. They already had a DJ, and he had never gotten paid before me. This was his first time getting paid this event. And I didn't take home anything, but that's okay. Everybody got paid. Everybody ate. We gave away prizes, raffle prizes, some nice ones, man, like some nice prizes. I think a $50 gift certificate at Papa Do's, spa treatment at Massage Envy, and there was something else. Given away in the raffle. But nice event, man. Nice event. security, even my cousin was one of the security guards. He even de-escalated a situation that could have gotten out of control between a young man and his girlfriend. It went well, man. It went well. Now, one of the two ladies I'm in business with, unofficial business with at this time, at the end of the night, she felt the way because the necklace she raffled off, that she used to make necklaces also, was lost or something, and she didn't really get to run the show. I think she felt the way about not really running the show, but I organized this thing. Like, I'm the one who put the most money into it. Now, she did decorate the place for that night. Superb job in the decorations, man. Like, really. But I put the most money into this event, and I did all the lead work. She didn't know any of these people that showed up, man. I really didn't know a lot of the people, but just word of mouth, and people that knew me knew people, and it was a packed house, man. It went well. Now, so that was weird to me, man. She was actually crying. Like, it was weird in front of the people who were part of the event. It was weird. Can't forget about Munch. So I went in somewhat of a partnership with Munch. He knew a lot of people in the area, so, and he got paid too, man. He got a cut too. Everybody got a cut except me, and the young lady who, the co-owner. But that's how it be sometimes, man. You gotta build up the establishment. Get the customer base built up. Get the people's attention to know that, hey, we're out here. We got a nice spot, but you got to pay your people who work with you or in conjunction with you, man, helping you out. You got to pay the people, man. You got to pay security. You got to pay the DJ. You got to pay people, and everybody got paid except me. But I know how this works. It's not my first time in business. First time in the club business per se, but not in business. So I know how this works. My people are going to get paid and going to eat before me. And she just couldn't understand that, man. I didn't get it. But everybody was happy except her. Like I said, I spent a lot of money. But I knew, hey, man, I'm going to get this back on the back end once this customer base builds. It's all going to pay off because we did our thing tonight, man. People are still, this 4 or 5 years later, man, people still randomly come up to me that was at that party and say how good of a time they had. And yeah, that's how well it went. And I knew that's how it would go. But anyway, things go on. I create another event. I see a lady on Facebook doing her thing, spoken word, poetry. So I reach out to her on Facebook, and I say, I ask her, what about us holding an event every Tuesday at my spot, a spoken word / poetry event on Tuesdays. So she had a big following. I'll get her a cut of the door. But this is another way to build, the customer base, get us out there, get us some visibility. And we can go up on price over time because this is the happening spot. A lot of girls, a lot of women, females love poetry, spoken word. Wherever the women are, man, the guys will follow. And that's just the way it goes. And so, man, like I knew, this was a big event, man. Tuesdays was a hit right off the bat, man. It was a hit. This thing was a hit, bro. It went well. Ladies were coming out. Fellas were following. People didn't mind, coming out. We did have some clashing over the food, because, like I said, there's two ladies I'm in business with, right? One kind of runs the business somewhat. She and I runs the business side. One, although she's in business with us, she's more on the kitchen side. She's a cook. And she can cook, man. She's the one behind the oxtails. Now, I try to get her to understand, man, even Valentine's night party and the Tuesday event, the Spoken Word Tuesday event, she really wanted to showcase her culinary skills. But with this heavy food, and which is it's good, but I'm trying to tell her, like, people are not really trying to eat like that on Valentine's Day night or on a Tuesday night. Just have like some chicken wings, maybe some nachos, some finger foods, right? Some dip, salsa, chips and dip, things like that, maybe some queso. But people are not trying to eat like a full course meal. That's too heavy. It's not really gonna sell. Even though it's good food, she can definitely cook, man. And it didn't sell well. And so she had attitude, but she didn't want to listen. You know, here I am, man, in business with 2 women. They don't want to listen, bro. And I found out that they really wanted to be in business with me because they saw how people were attracted to me, but they also saw I had a little bread, and they also saw me as a masculine presence, you know, my masculine energy that needed to be there to bring order if anything got out of hand. And I actually had to do that a couple of times. And so they were using me, which is not a bad thing. We all want to be used, but they were misusing me, right? They were misusing me, and you don't want to be misused. So this was the first red flag. Now, we went on. We're having the Tuesday night events, a spoken word, and here we are. You know, at this time, man, we're probably 3-4 months in, and she's wanting me to sign. One of the ladies wanted me to sign the contract to make it official. But there's a few red flags up. My intuition is kicking in. Like, man, something ain't right. So to test her, I'm like, okay, let me see the lease agreement on this place. How much are we paying a month? Because I've given money towards rent and utilities, but I'm just going on what she's saying. There's not an official contract. So I'm just trying to fill it out. But I'm going to do my part as far as the money, no problem. But I'm not going to sign anything until I feel good. So I said, let me see the lease agreement, the contract we have with the realtor or the managing company to rent this space out. Let me see that. Man, she gave me the runaround, but she's still throwing this contract in my face, wanting me to sign. And man, time is going by. I'm putting money into the patio. Man, we got the patio decked out how we want it, so we can smoke on the patio, things like that. She's constantly putting this contract in my face. I'm like, let me see the lease agreement, the rental lease agreement. Okay, she finally gives me a contract that she supposedly has with the leasing company. And I can tell that it's been altered. The monthly rent amount has been altered. And it's obvious. It's been altered. I want to tell you the price. She says we pay, but that's not the price. That's not the amount that we've been charged in actuality. So I go, no, I don't trust this. I was like, something's been altered. The amount has been altered on this contract. And she was like, I can put you on the phone with my attorney, and you know, she'll let you know. Like there's nothing. She'll let you know. So I said, cool. So she calls the attorney. She calls her attorney on 3-way. Now she does not let the attorney know I'm on the phone. So I just stay quiet. I'm listening. She doesn't make an introduction. She just starts talking to this attorney, and she goes, whatever the lady's name is, the attorney's name is XYZ. Would you show someone the leasing agreement or show them everything you got going on with the business if you wanted to go into business with them? I don't even know why she asked that question. The attorney said no. But not only did she say no, she said no because they may not like what they see. They may decide not to go into business with you. Oh man, that was the last red flag. Man, that lady got off the phone so fast because she was not expecting her attorney to say that. She got off the phone, and man, I was laughing inside. And she was like, she couldn't really say nothing, man. It was dead silence. I said, see, This is why I didn't sign the contract. There's something ain't right. And I said, yeah, we can't do business. I'm out. I'll come up there and give you the keys tonight. But yeah, we're done. And after I gave her the keys, man, that night, she called me, man, several days in a row, apologizing, wanting to do business, saying she would be on the up and up this time. And I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. But some other things that happened too, man. Yaya and the other lady, the lady who works in the kitchen, they had clashed. But I won't go into that. There was a few other red flags, but that was the last one, man. That was the last straw. And if I had not listened to my intuition, man, I would have been locked into a contract with this lady. Man, that could have messed up my credit, my name, everything, man. I would have been into contract with a criminal, with a dishonest person. And I'm telling you, man, I had an affinity, a deep need, a want, maybe not need, but a want to be in the club business, in the lounge business. Man, ever since I was a teenager, I wanted a small lounge. And if I had moved just on emotion and signed that contract, man, I would have been locked in. And being in contract, being in business with someone is like being married to them. It's a marriage. You're in contract. A marriage is a contract. And so being in business with someone officially is being married to them. It's hard to get out of. Easy to get into, hard to get out of. And those are not the kind of people, man, I want to be married to. So I'm glad I listened to my intuition. It protected me. Even though my 5 senses were led by emotion, something I've been wanting for years. I did spend some money. That's okay. The money could be replaced. But I wasn't locked in, right? We were dating, so to speak. We were dating. We were courting. Some money was spent, right? That's what happens when you're dating court. Some money was spent, but the big money ain't spent, and you're not in contract. You didn't get married, so you dodged the bullet, like I dodged the bullet. And listen to your intuition. I'm telling you, man, listen to your intuition, the inner spirit, the inner force. It will always protect you. But also, you got to put out good energy. Treat people well, and it'll come back to you, man. I treated her well. I treated the other partner well. I treated the people that did work for me well. They got paid. The DJ told me when I left, when I disconnected from them, he said, man, wherever you're going, wherever you start your next club or lounge, I'm following you. And he knew them before he knew me. He was working at that spot before I came on board. But he said, I'm going to follow you wherever you go. The security, they said, man, wherever you go, we're there. Bro, people wanted to follow me and work for me because I treated them well. I paid them well. They ate before I ate. And, they were willing to leave her, man, because she wasn't on the up and up. But anyway, yeah, follow your intuition, man. No matter what, go with your gut. Trust that inner force. Always, man, and it will protect you. Man, I got a bunch of stories like that, but this is just one. But trust me, man, you won't regret it. Follow your intuition. Peace. Love.